Year after year, the Super Bowl is the most watched show on television in the United States. Last year, over 111 million people watched the Super Bowl, according to International Business Times. Mark Koba on CNBC.com states that the last 4 Super Bowls have been the most watched shows in the history of United States television. Football in my life has always been a big deal. From 3rd grade until my senior year of high school, I played the game, which is a span of 10 years. As a little kid, my dream was to play in the NFL. But as I grew older and didn't really grow that much bigger, I realized that that dream might not come true. But instead of giving up on my dream to be in the NFL, I changed it from playing in the NFL to working for the NFL. The National Football League is a big deal here in the United States, which means that the skills that it takes to work in such an environment are very extensive. Based on my skills, knowledge, and connections to the football and business world, I believe I'm the right guy to get this internship with the NFL the summer before my senior year. Sports is such a huge part of today's culture, and the NFL is the most popular of the 4 pro sports here in America. Because of that, it's an industry of its own. According to FinanceDegreeCenter.com, the value of all 32 NFL teams is $37.4 billion. That's higher than the GDP of 120 countries across the world. In addition to making all this money, the NFL is a non-profit organization, which means that all the money they make is tax exempt from the government and it just goes straight into their pocket. Fans are a huge part of what makes the NFL so successful. Last year, during the regular season, 17.3 million people attended games across the country. Last year, the Super Bowl game itself, $119.4 million was bet on that single game. And on Super Bowl Sunday, $12.37 billion was spent by consumers across the country, whether it be watching that game, going to that game, or all the money going into that game itself. All those stats come from Statista.com. Now that I've established the NFL and how it's successful as a business and as a league, I want to tell you how I could work for them. We all need a certain skill set to be able to perform at a high level at the job or career that we want in our future. This opportunity with the NFL is an internship for people between their junior and senior year of college. They have to have a 3.0 GPA with their respective college, and a high knowledge of football is not required, but it's looked highly upon whenever applying for the job. When most people think of the NFL, they think about Sundays when the games are played, but there's an office behind those games that makes everybody so successful and makes all the money. In this internship, I'll get a broad overview of all the different jobs in the office behind the NFL and what makes them so successful in making money as a business. Also, in addition to that broad overview of the whole NFL, I'll also be able to work with a specific area that is related to my set of skills. For me, that would either be finance or football operations. Finance is my major, therefore it's my expertise when it comes to book skills and knowledge. And football operations really ties to my my past job experience, and therefore I think I would be really successful and really helpful in those 2 areas. My excitement to work for the NFL is why I want this job, but my skill set is why I think that I will get this job. Like any job, knowledge, skill set, and your past experience is what helps you not only get the job, but be very successful in the job. Since this is such a competitive field, you have to be very smart and knowledgeable of the field and of the subjects. Like I said earlier, you have to have a 3.0 GPA to apply for this job. I have a 3.6 GPA throughout college, which is enough to earn me honor roll every semester. Also, a high knowledge of football IQ is very valuable when applying for this job. This is what I think will set me apart from the other candidates. For me, the past 3 years of my life has been spent as an equipment manager for the UK football team here at school. That's allowed me to work day in and day out with coaches and players on learning more about the game and gaining a very high football IQ, which I think will set me apart from other candidates. This internship with the NFL is truly, in my opinion, the opportunity of a lifetime. It's going to open doors for me for the rest of my life, whether I decide to work with the NFL or not. And it's going to add new skills and knowledge to my repertoire that's going to help me in any career I pursue. The NFL here is a really big deal in the U.S., and the skills it requires are very extensive to work in such a job environment. Based on my skills, knowledge, and connections to football and the business world, I believe I'm the right guy and will be very successful in this internship with the NFL. While my dream started off as me being in the spotlight, it changed to me being in the background because it was necessary. I didn't give up on my dream to be in the NFL, I just simply changed my purpose. Instead of being the guy wearing the jersey that's selling and getting all the money, I want to be the guy who's helping to sell the jersey and finding out the best way to make the NFL money.